In this video, based on recent personal experience over the past 25 days, I explain why no one should ever buy products made by Germans or companies controlled by German masqueraders anywhere in the world because of their diabolical evil nature. Hello friends, this is Unmasked Truth with Harmanjeet Saini, where I provide unique analysis of world events based on the unmasked truth that after surrender, Germany continued World War II clandestinely and became a killing machine. I also provide true news that you will find nowhere else. In my December 16, 2024 video titled More Reasons Why I Don't Buy German Products and Never Buy Food or Medicines Imported from Germany or China, I described the German national character as succinctly revealed in the book of Nahum the prophet in the Bible. God says of the Germans in Nahum 1 verses 11 and 14, "There is one come out of you that imagines evil against the Lord, a wicked counselor, for you are vile." One who imagines evil against God is Satan the devil or a human inspired by him. Germans no longer hide the fact that Satan is the one who guides them. They are vile in every sense of the word, including pouring filth on other human beings. Their evil character is best described in the terms God used to describe the pre-flood evil that was rampant on earth in Genesis 6 verse 5, which states, "And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually." That's what the Germans are. Their thoughts are always on how to kill people, inflict as much pain and suffering as they can on them, deprive them of as much of their wealth as they can, pour filth on them, slander them to destroy their reputation, reduce them to servitude, and take advantage of them in any way they can. Nahum further elaborated on their traits in Nahum 3 verse 1 and 19. Woe to the bloody city! Here God is using Assyria's ancient capital, Nineveh, as a representation of Assyria, whose modern descendants are the Germans. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departs not. So here are the four characteristics of the Germans very precisely identified. They are given to much bloodshed in the world. That means they delight in killing and murdering people with no compunction and very little or no reason at all, unless they can reduce them to servitude to serve them. They are liars and deceivers through and through. They are wholly given to robbing other people. They are preying on and always victimizing some people or the other. Then verse 19, "Upon whom has not your wickedness passed continually?" This prophecy tells us that in the end time, no people on earth will escape their evil. The word continually means that everyone who comes into contact with them suffers endlessly. When a people are wholly given to evil, you can expect them to sell products to other people that are designed to harm them, though they do it clandestinely so that if possible they never get caught. In the process, they also fleece their customers as much as they can. In that video, I provided examples of products that one should never buy because of the harm they've done to humans and their health. These examples included Volkswagen cars, collaboration of German tire manufacturer Continental in India, the proxy brush, promotion of fad diets high in fats and oils, talcum powder that caused ovarian cancer in women and was also sold as baby powder, baby oil, which was almost completely mineral oil, Listerine mouthwash, and fraudulently selling ordinary food produced with chemical fertilizers and pesticides as organic food. You can add Lubriderm lotion to that list, which is manufactured by Johnson & Johnson, which contains mineral oil. In all these cases, they charge premium prices. Now, being above 65 years of age, I am eligible for Medicare, a health insurance program for seniors in the United States. The insurance is actually provided by different insurance companies which are reimbursed by Medicare. When one does not use much of the benefits in a year, the insurance company gives you some money, such as $25 to $35 per month, to spend on over the counter medicines and other health related items. I used the spending benefit to buy some items from the pharmacy, which included hand lotion and some healing ointment for skin that contained mineral oil as one of the ingredients. I applied the lotion to my hands for about a month. I exercise regularly, which includes doing about 80 to 85 push ups. After about a month of using the lotion, I started noticing that my hands started to pain when I exercised. Bones in my hands seemed to be getting progressively weaker. Then, exactly 25 years ago, when I did my usual 85 push ups, even with the hand paining, I experienced severe pain in my right hand so that I could no longer use my right hand and wrist without pain. For a few days, I still kept using the right hand to type or do other light tasks. The hand and the wrist swelled up, and I experienced severe pain in the fingers, such that I had to completely stop using the right hand. I applied an elastic bandage wrap to lessen the pain. I had to sleep fitfully through the pain for 4 nights. I also realized what a nightmare it is to not be able to use both hands. I've never had been in a cast before, so I had no idea about the hardships one goes through with only one hand, especially when the person is right handed and suddenly no longer has use of his right hand. I learned that everything takes about 50 to 70% more time to complete and is difficult to complete. One simply cannot complete all the tasks. One has to use lips and teeth to hold certain things so that the left hand can complete the task. Cutting vegetables, preparing food, brushing one's teeth, washing and showering with one hand become cumbersome and almost impossible to do perfectly. Using toilet paper with the left hand was the worst of all. Even though I could use part of the forearm, though not the rest, it was still very difficult to do everything. I had to type with my left hand only, as the pain got worse if I used the fingers on my right hand even lightly. It took twice the time. I also had to rely on frozen dinners, even though in my case they put a lot of glue in the ones I buy to add to my pain and suffering. Now, with this experience, I thank God every day for having made human beings with two hands and that I have the use of both of them, though even after 25 days, the right hand is still weak. An X-ray revealed that my right index finger had fractured merely by doing push-ups. I used a tough bandage to keep it tight and kept my hand and wrist wrapped in elastic bandage wrap. Even though the finger only in the right hand had fractured, I had felt pain in my left hand as well. I wondered what had caused my right hand to become weak. Around the time I started using the particular store brand generic lotion, any whole wheat bread I buy had also been adulterated with more glue, or they added more oil to it so that I could not eat any whole wheat bread. Result was that I could no longer buy whole wheat bread. I had mentioned a similar experience in a previous post and expected that this time also I would have to give up jogging soon or reduce it considerably from the current 2.5 miles. I had also noticed some pain in my legs when I jogged. Despite not being able to eat any bread, though I had some whole wheat cereal, I noticed that I was still able to jog 2.5 miles, though the legs pained a little bit. I had this experience with not being able to eat any whole wheat bread about 3 to 4 years ago, before when I literally had difficulty even walking, leave alone jogging. Then I wondered why my hands had become weak this time. I thought perhaps lack of whole wheat bread had affected my hands this time and not my legs, though it had been exactly the opposite in my previous experience. Then I started recalling other recent changes I had made in what I was doing. Of course, starting the use to use hand lotion with mineral oil as an ingredient was the other change I had made when my hands started paining. I began to suspect that use of mineral oil on the body was the culprit. I plan to ask our side, which is whites of non German ancestry in the United States and other allies, to do some research to find out whether use of mineral oil corrodes the bones, tendons, and ligaments. I was surprised to be told that our side had already done the research and discovered that use of mineral oil in the skin does corrode the bones, tendons, and ligaments, making them weaker as it is absorbed into the body through the skin. I wasted no time and went to the pharmacy immediately to look at some products manufactured by German or German masquerader owned companies. I found Eucerin and Nivea manufactured by Bayersdorf AG, the German multinational company that manufactures personal care products and pressure sensitive adhesives. To my horror, I found that both contain mineral oil. Other brands manufactured by Bayersdorf include Elastoplast, Aquaphor, Labello, La Prairie, Tessa SC, and Coppertone. I checked online. Aquaphor is the same product as Eucerin and contains mineral oil. Coppertone does not contain mineral oil. I have not been able to check the ingredients in the other products. Nivea is Bayersdorf's biggest selling brand and Eucerin is second. Both brands account for more than 70% of sales of this $10 billion company. Both brands contain mineral oil. That means when used, both weaken your bones, tendons, and ligaments. This is real damning evidence that supports my recommendation in the strongest terms that you should never buy any German products or products manufactured by German masquerader owned companies around the world. I have been able to check the ingredients only in Nivea, Eucerin, and Coppertone for mineral oil. I have no idea what the ingredients in these and what the other ingredients in these or other products can do to the body. I simply would not trust any food, medicine, or cosmetic product or any product that is applied to the body or ingested into the body manufactured by a German company. The same applies to German masquerader, that's people of German ancestry living in other white countries. German masquerader owned companies such as Johnson and Johnson, which till recently was selling pure mineral oil as baby oil. We simply don't know what harm various ingredients can do to the human body. German masqueraders in many other European countries also own companies, particularly most of the cosmetics companies. When you know that fact about a company, I suggest you don't buy its products. Not only products manufactured by German and German masquerader owned companies have been shown to do harm to the body, they are also sold at hefty premium prices. So not only are they harming your health, but they are also fleecing you. Moreover, in the case of Johnson and Johnson, it's been proven that the company deliberately manufactured products such as talcum powder that would harm human health. The Germans are even much less trustworthy than German masqueraders. I cannot say that each and every German product will harm your health. I have no way of testing them. But with the evidence we already have, I simply cannot trust them. That's why I will not take an iota of risk by buying German products. Again, dealing with German wickedness for your own safety and well being begins with not supporting Germany and German masqueraders economically by refusing to buy their products and services. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please continue to watch my videos on important world events, World War III watch, politics, international business, how Bible prophecy is playing an important role in world affairs, advice on health and medical problems, and much more for in-depth and insightful analysis. Please also follow me on my YouTube and Facebook channels Unmasked Truth with Harmanjeet Saini to view and get information on the latest videos.